It's not human. So we stopped acting human. I miss everything about her, and I would do anything to get her back. I gotta know, is Melanie in there?
The chemistry between you and Saoirse, I said it right, it's very powerful.
Oh, thank you.
And I read that it started from the first audition. So can you talk about the growth process between the two of you working together from the audition to the filming set?
Chemistry is a funny one because you can't really control that. You can try and fake it. It's chemistry, I think. I heard people responded to the audition. It was easy. Saoirse makes it easy. There's a sort of an emotional intelligence. Saoirse said to me once that I empathise more with Jared's struggle than Ian's. And I think we both understood the complexity of the problem that Jared and Melanie faced.
Well, you're facing so many, Jared is facing so many remarkable circumstances. Okay?
Yeah.
The end of the world, basically. It's the end of his race.
And then to fall in love with a girl and have her taken.
That he thought was dead.
That he thought was dead. And then coming back. I mean, Jesus. It's a confusing, terrible thing. And someone said to me the other day, how do you play the romance? And I said, what romance is there? You know, yeah, there are the early scenes, the flashbacks, but from that point on, it's not romantic. It's agonising to have that person in front of you, reminding you of the person you once knew, and then to discover that, in fact, the person you once knew is still in there, trapped.
So how did you approach that? I mean, obviously, you know, you've never been through something where your race is going extinct.
No, they're the things where you have to lend your imagination to the thing. But that was sort of easy enough, considering that we were in the caves most of the time, and that it was more getting to grips with the complexity of the problems at hand. Once we all knew, as you would if you'd been stewing in a cave for months, you would have thought about it for months. Once we were on top of what those themes, what those complexities were, it became sort of easy. Yeah, it was an unsolvable problem.
At the very beginning, you were sitting, or I read that you had some nerves. It was unnerving to audition for Stephanie and Andrew.
Stephanie wasn't there, but yes, sometimes it's usually for the ones you really want. You get nervous, and it can be anything. It can be you've drank too much coffee, or you got up on the wrong side of the bed in the morning. You know, it can be a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, I forgot my lines 12 times.
Because of the readers that are so faithful to this book, did you have any fears of bringing Jared to life?
And on the first day of shooting, I went up to Stephanie and I said, listen, Stephanie, tell me, am I getting this right? Am I getting Jared right? Am I doing him justice? Because you know him more than anyone else. And she said, yes, but you need to know that we cast you for a reason. We cast you because of your instincts. We cast you because of your interpretation. So we trust you. And so now, you know, you and Jared should come together and you should go forth and do it. So that was nice. And at that point, the pressure sort of evaporated.
Great. Yeah, you can see that. The instincts were good, and there's so many moments that we actually we laughed a little bit, you know, because it was an awkward moment where she's asking you to kiss her, you know, and Melanie's right in the back, and then you say okay, and you go for it. But it was so enjoyable. It really was.
There's a strange moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's strange that Ian coming in and saying you need to kiss. Okay. This is awkward. Okay.
I read that you're a lover of science fiction.
Yeah.
So what was it like being directed by Andrew Nichols?
Oh, it's amazing. He's so cool. I went down to his office in Baton Rouge before we started filming, and every square inch of his room was covered in little things, little pieces of inspiration, props he wanted, costume he wanted. He cast every single extra, you know.
Wow.
And that's so unusual. Yeah. Every detail he was responsible for. And he doesn't miss a trick, so I sort of thought I'm in good hands here. And it was all in keeping with what I imagined, which is rarely the case with anything. You see a scene differently.
Right.
But this, he got it spot on, and I hope, as someone who read the book, you thought he did a good job.
I know he did a good job. Yeah. You get to do some action in this movie, which it's maybe you're not used to. I don't think you've done a lot of action.
I've done a bit in the thing I just finished.
What was it like doing the car chases and the shootings?
I really liked it. Of course I did. I'm a bloke. I loved it. Yeah, the fight sequence was great because you know, I got to fight bore guys and sort of win, which boosts your ego a bit every now and then. To think that people might think you're capable of doing that, it's nice.
What are the challenges of acting at the same time as?
It's not. It's sort of. It's all the same, really. You know, during this sort of action stuff, you become a little bit more of a kid than you might normally.
Right.
But no, it's all the same stuff. You just got to ask yourself, why am I fighting? What do I stand to lose if I lose this? So commit to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, where did you guys shoot?
We shot in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay, so I mean, there are no weak links in the cast. You know, I'm working with William Hurt. I'm sure was great. So, any memorable moments?
William Hurt was like, he was Jeb. He was that character. He was our mentor. He fought for us as actors. He secured, you know, rehearsal space, rehearsal time, which you never get. Mm-hmm. He was Jeb. Memorable moments with him. I went hiking. I like to go hiking. We were going hiking in Albuquerque, and it's more scrambling, you know, without ropes but climbing. And he was really concerned about me, which was really sweet. Because I was going up alone, and he said, "Right, if anything happens to you, call me." And I said, "Yeah, William, it's fine. I've done this a million times. It's fine." And he goes, "No, if anything happens to you, I will find you."
Wow.
And it was like Liam Neeson in Taken. And I believed him. You know, I'd be sitting there in a gully with a broken leg, and he'd ascend from a helicopter on a rope with a knife between his teeth.
He's that fatherly hero.
Yeah,
exactly.
People ask us, if you were, you know, surviving in a cave, what one thing would you like as a survival tool? William Hurt. I like William Hurt.
Yeah. What do you want people that haven't read the book to take away from this movie?
I want them to realise that, yes, it has a romantic element to it, but I think it's far more than that. I think it's a story of human survival. I think it's a science fiction story, first and foremost. I think it presents really interesting philosophical questions, and I think it poses questions about the way we live as humans. You know, people often say Team Ian, Team Jared, but I think the question is more Team Human, Team Alien, and who would govern this planet better, because we're clearly doing a terrible job. So yeah, don't be put off by the poster.
So yeah, the marketing, you know, sort of competing with Twilight, but you don't want it to go that way, and I agree, because I read Twilight and then I read The Host, and you know, I was so much more in love with The Host story.
I think Stephanie, I don't want to sound patronising, but I think The Host is a step up from Twilight. I think it's more multifaceted. I think it has more dimensions. And poses more interesting questions, well, for me at least.
What do you love about science fiction?
I don't know exactly. The escapism. I'm a big fan of science. I'm not particularly religious, so science is the way I see the universe. And I love how little we know. I love reading about tiny discoveries which increase our awareness ever so slightly. I find that fascinating.